the amount of people that have told me that they want to do something big, or that they're going to be on the top of the leaderboard, or that they were going to be successful, is a lot of them. Very few do. And that's what separates the people who are successful and not successful. And since there's such a low barrier to entry inside of our industry, we just kind of see everybody. Like you kind of just, you don't know, because everyone's obviously says the right things at the beginning, that they're gonna, be the guy and they're gonna win and all this. But there's very few individuals who go out there and can execute at a high level. And 80-20, right? Like 20%ers in life, I think is a pretty good comparison to like what the ratio is of, if you're going to onboard somebody, the ratio of how many people you need to bring on to get studs. Unless you're just a total stud yourself, you might attract people who aren't as, ambitious every single time that you talk to somebody. Okay. Couple other things that I think are valuable. How many of you guys are just selling? I'm just curious. I have no idea where everybody's at. So everyone just selling? Okay, cool. And whether you've been doing it for a year or like 6 months, I want to just give you guys a little bit of game on selling. I've sold for a while. I've written a lot of business. I love it. Selling is fun. I'm selling more and more right now in Pinnacle every single week and having a blast with it. Sales in this business, you'll realize, like, even when my team was doing the most production it ever was, I was still writing $20,000 a month in production. And you got to kind of fall in love with the sales game. Sales and being a leader inside of this industry, like we're all independent business owners, but if I have a mentor that's doing the things that they're telling me to do, I just naturally appreciate that more, right? And so for us to be able to follow along somebody who's winning, somebody who's having success at a high level, who's actually doing the thing. So for those of you guys who are just selling, my goal for you, you can do whatever you want, but if I had I don't have a horse in the race here, but I'm just kind of, if I could give you some advice, right, would be go out there and try to break your record every month. And you're like, Tyler, I like sleeping in. Tyler, I like not making the calls when I don't have to. Guys, if you want to expand in this business, and if you're not expanding, you're dying, go and try to break your record. Invest a little bit more into leads every single month to try to get a little bit more production, a little bit more profit in your business, right? Even just on the sales side of things, not building, again, I tell the story that I told you on this call at the beginning so often. Every single recruiting call, I talk to that agent about it. I talk about it on training calls. It is like my story. I started with 11 cents in my bank account. I took out a loan for $500. I went 2,000 phone calls with no sales, and I wrote $380,000 my first 8 months after I started actually producing. And I hit $50,000, $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 months my first year. I tell that all the time. And that is a part of who I am as a producer, as a builder in my life. It's my identity. And so if you're just focused on selling, be all in on selling. Go build your name, build your reputation. And if you can do that, you'll start to attract, as long as you can do I said this is a couple phases of the business. If you can promote yourself, you'll start to attract people who are similar to you, right? Attitude-wise, ambition level, that want to accomplish the things that you're accomplishing. And so on sales side, man, we could go over so many different things, but is everybody on here doing mortgage for the most part? Yeah? Awesome. So on in mortgage, there's a couple of things, and you guys have the literal top #1 producer inside of Pinnacle. So I don't need to tell you guys how to sell.